Good morning, class 10. This is Sachin Kumar, and today we will continue our chapter 6 from NCERT Science. The name of the chapter is Life Processes. This is the second part of chapter, and in this part we will discuss about the respiration. How respiration play its role and what role it play in our survival and carrying out or helping the other processes which is necessary for our survival. Let's start a chapter with a simple understanding of villi. We have studied that villi are finger like projection on the inner surface of a intestine, and the main function is to absorb the digested food. Okay, this is the main function, but now question rise, what happened to the digested food once it is absorbed by the intestine? Okay, now answer is simple, it is transported to the body parts, organs and old cells. But how it transported? How it is transported? It is transported with the help of blood vessels and heart. Once this food material absorbed or taken up by the cells, the question is simple, once it is absorbed or taken up by the cell, does it give energy immediately, or some intermediate processes happen which help in releasing of this trapped energy or stored chemical energy in a molecules or digested food? So let's learn about what happened to the food in our cells. But before that, we need to understand some processes which are interconnected, but we studied separately. We study separately, but they are interconnected to one another. Example, first we have studied the solar energy is trapped, okay, and used, trapped and turned into the chemical energy with the help of the process is known as photosynthesis. This photosynthesis is carried out inside the plant, and inside the plant same process is carried out where this chemical energy which is in simple form is converted to the कॉम्प्लेक्स फॉर्म के अंदर कर ली जाती है. द नेम इज कार्बोहाइड्रेट. ओके, आफ्टर दिस बिकॉज वी आर heterotrophs, we need the food from the outside and we take food by eating the other organism. So we take this carbohydrate and turn it into the glucose, and the process is known as digestion. Okay, this process is known as digestion. After this, this glucose is transported to the cells where it is undergo a cellular respiration and the energy is released. Okay. Okay, this is a simple process which are different, but they are interconnected to each other and help us means all organisms to survive on Mother Earth. Let's learn about how and what happened to the glucose when it is taken up by the cells. Glucose have two processes or two mechanism where its breakdown can be carried out. Once in one mechanism glucose is digested, glucose undergoes cellular respiration where oxygen is present. If the oxygen is present, the glucose will break down into the carbon dioxide and energy, complete energy, and this process is known as aerobic respiration. Aerobic matlab means air is present, means oxygen is present, and in the presence of oxygen, if glucose is break down into the carbon dioxide and release of energy, this process is known as aerobic respiration. Next is, if the oxygen is absent, what will happen? It will convert into the alcohol or lactic acid, and amount of energy will be, certain amount of the energy will also be released. This is process, the conversion of glucose into the alcohol or lactic acid and release of energy is known as anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic will go because air is absent, because oxygen is absent. Now we learn some other distinction between the aerobic respiration and the anaerobic respiration. Complete breakdown of the glucose till carbon dioxide is known as is happen in the aerobic respiration, but in anaerobic respiration incomplete breakdown of glucose happen, and it happen till lactic acid or alcohol. Next, huge amount of energy is released in aerobic respiration, less amount of energy is released in anaerobic respiration when we compare it with the aerobic respiration. Take place in the cytoplasm. The whole process of aerobic respiration take place in the cytoplasm and the mitochondria, but in case of anaerobic respiration the whole process of glucose breakdown is taking place into the cytoplasm, means there is no involvement of the mitochondria. All animal, plants, protozoa, most fungus and bacteria are aerobic. Okay. On very few occasions, animals also are also involved in the anaerobic respiration. Yeast, which is the main role player in production of alcohol, also undergo in a anaerobic respiration, and certain few bacteria also produce and carry out anaerobic respiration. Now, we need to understand what is the fermentation. In yeast and some bacteria, glucose is broken down in the absence of the oxygen and lead to the production of alcohol, carbon dioxide and release of energy. This process is known as the fermentation. In other word, we can say the fermentation is the part of the aerobic respiration, but aerobic respiration is not a part of a fermentation. Okay. This is a distinction we need to understand. Now, this is a chapter, the diagram we can distinguish between the all three form of a glucose breakdown processes. Now, we understand what is the ATP molecules. Glucose breakdown and release energy. This process is known as the cellular respiration, but this energy is not used by the cell unless there is an intermediate is present. The intermediate is named as ATP molecules. Okay. Whatever energy is released, okay, the amount of energy which is released during the cellular respiration is trapped into the ATP molecules, and this ATP molecules provide energy whenever there is a need of chemical reaction and activities, and when there is a need of energy during the chemical reaction and activities. So, we can say the ATP molecules is a mediator between the cellular respiration and endothermic reaction carried out in the living organism, and for the same function this ATP molecules is known as the energy currency, because like currency in our economic system, this ATP molecule help in fastening, help in hurrying the process of a process. Okay. Why do we need a respiratory system? We have understood that there is a two kind of breakdown, two kind of mechanism where the glucose is breakdown. One is aerobic respiration, and we are aerobic organism. Therefore, our cells need oxygen so that it can break glucose and release energy trapped in it. Okay. So, but the problem rise, why the respiratory system is necessary for us? Because our cell are not in direct contact with the atmosphere, therefore, it cannot exchange the oxygen directly with the atmosphere. It cannot release the carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, means it cannot exchange the gases between the atmosphere and itself directly. Therefore, we need a system that can provide oxygen to cells and discard carbon dioxide released from the cellular respiration in the atmosphere. This system is known as and this kind of the system which is providing oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide, discarding carbon dioxide, is known as the respiratory system. And the different organisms have developed the different respiratory system, such as face. In face, the gills is the main function, main organ which play. Second, cockroaches, spiracles and the tracheal system. In earthworm, the skin play the major role in exchange of gases, and in human, lung play the major role in exchange of gases. Okay. And the system in human where the respiration occur is known as help in transporting or providing the oxygen to the cells is known as the human respiratory system. Now we will learn about human respiratory system and the part of the human respiratory system. The part is nostril, the opening through which we take oxygen, nasal cavity where mucus is present and help in cleaning the air, larynx and pharynx which connect the tracheal system, bronchi open into the lungs and the diaphragm. This is the name of the system, and you need to remember this diagram because usually in exam they are asked, it is asked by the examiner in the paper or exam. Nostril and the nasal cavity, air enter in body through it, air is filtered by fine hair and the mucus that line passage. Okay, this passage nostril and nasal cavity, it is lined by the fine hair and mucus, and this mucus and fine hair help in the filtering of the air. Okay, cleaning the air, filtering the air. Now the pharynx and larynx, what is it? It is a passage which connect oral cavity and nasal cavity with the trachea and esophagus. Trachea is the passage which open into the lung through or via the bronchus and bronchi. It has a ring of cartilage which ensure that it will not collapse. The air passage will not collapse. Okay. The lung is the main organ where the exchange of gases occur. In lung, the alveoli is the main site where exchange really occur. Alveoli, what is the alveoli? Alveoli is the end point of the respiratory system. Exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide taken place in this small pocket or air sac. What is alveoli? It is a small size air sac where the exchange of gases occur between the blood capillaries and the air in lungs. And you can see the picture here. There is exchange of gases happening. And the part from where the oxygen is absorbed is known as the alveolus. The alveolus means the singular form of alveoli is called the alveolus, and there is a blood capillaries where the oxygen is absorbed, and this process is taken place in the alveoli. And what is the major function of alveoli? It is to increase the surface area for the exchange of the gases, as our body is very huge or very large. So this is, and after that how our lung expand and contract. There is a muscular structure just below the lung that help in contraction and expansion. The name of that muscular organ, muscular structure is known as diaphragm. This play a very critical role in expansion and contraction. Indirectly we can say air come inside the lung through expansion when this diaphragm come below and contract when it is going up. Okay. So this is the chapter, this is the part we studied about the life processes, and we will continue this chapter in next slide, and the part will be the third. So wait, and till then, bye, goodbye.